Hello, I hope you're doing well. This video is going to be part 2 of my series previewing all the class stories in SWTOR to help you get an idea of what story might be right for you. If you're a goody two-shoes and want to play on pub side, then check out my previous video. For the rest of you, let's talk about what you can expect out of the Empire. As a reminder, the story that's best for you is going to be a personal preference. All I'm trying to do is give you a brief look of what you can expect out of each story. You can do with that information what you see fit. Alright, let's get into it. If you're looking to play an Imperial side, chances are you're going to want to swing around a red glowing stick at some point and play a Sith. To do so, you have two options. The first is to follow the path of the Sith warrior. The warrior's destiny is to grow from a raw, untrained dark acolyte into a lethal wrecking ball of a Sith, whose martial prowess makes them an indomitable force in the battlefield. His mere presence is enough to make his foes tremble with fear, knowing that they cannot stand before the sheer might of an unshackled Sith. The warrior spots a fantastic cast of companions, most of which you encounter early in the game. Depending on your choices, your warrior can either be a dark, depraved sociopath with an eternally unquenched thirst for blood, or a noble, honorable, almost samurai-esque warrior standing stoically in defiance of those who would harm the Empire. If you want to imitate Darth Vader and strike down any fools who get in your way, then the warrior might be the right story for you. Where the warrior seeks power through physical might, the Inquisitor seeks power through mastery of the Force above all else. Starting off as a slave, the Inquisitor grows into one of the most dangerous living beings in the galaxy, rediscovering powers that were either forgotten over the eons or intentionally suppressed out of fear. But there's no power too overwhelming and no ritual too deadly for the Inquisitor. If it means growing in knowledge, the Inquisitor is willing to do anything. The Inquisitor's core companions show up about halfway through the story, with memorable romance options and even some decent bromances to boot early on and late in the game. If you want to know what it means to wield unlimited power, then the Inquisitor might be the right story for you. But power is a fickle thing. It's temporary and fleeting. And to maintain the power of the Empire, the Sith established Imperial Intelligence, a network of spies and agents that span the galaxy, rooting out dissent and keeping the Empire afloat from the shadows. Information is the most dangerous weapon in the galaxy, after all. And out there leading the charge for this lethal spy network is the Imperial Agent, a shadowy operative known for cleaning up the messes that the Sith leave behind and vanishing without a trace. The Agent is only a mere mortal, but they might just be the most dangerous of all the playable classes. Their influence over the galaxy may go unnoticed by the masses, but their ability to change the fate of trillions with a well-priced strike or a single leak file is unmatched by any of the other classes. The Agent's quality companions are definitely backloaded, but are memorable in their own right. However, the real reason to rave about the Agent storyline is for the various ways your actions genuinely change the outcome of the story. For most storylines, the light and dark side choices made by the player character won't really change much, and can essentially be summed up by how many blue points or how many red points your character has without any real impact on the overall outcome of the story. But the Agent storyline has multiple outcomes that can dramatically change the way you think about your role in the galaxy. It's one of the most satisfying, intriguing Star Wars stories out there, and it's a true choose-your-own adventure story. If you want to step into the shadows and live out your James Bond fantasies, then the Imperial Agent might be the right story for you. But the Agent isn't the only mere mortal capable of making their mark on the Empire. Besides, if there's so much dirty work to be done in Imperial territory, then why not get paid a boatload of credits to do it? That's where the bounty hunter comes in. The bounty hunter sets out into the galaxy with the goal to tackle every job they can find and get rich doing it. They are professional problem solvers, so long as the solution to that problem is violence. By falling in line with the legendary Mandalorians, the bounty hunter can become one of the most notorious hunters the galaxy has ever seen. The bounty hunter's companions are all pretty fantastic, with only one notable slacker that shows up at the very end of the story. Bounty hunters are witty, cunning, and absolutely lethal with a blaster. At their darkest, they're a credit-hungry monster willing to do anything for a payday and the thrill of killing, and at their lightest, they're an honorable warrior that embodies everything that it means to be a proper Mandalorian. If you want to embrace your inner Boba Fett and remind everyone that this is the way, then the bounty hunter might be the right story for you. So those are all 8 classes previewed in a few paragraphs. I try to avoid spoilers for the most part, but if you don't care about that, I'll be doing class story reviews for all the classes and the expansions in preparation for 7.0, so stay tuned for those, they're coming soon. Otherwise, that's all I got. As always, thank you for support, I really do appreciate it, and y'all take care now. Peace.